And I was like, oh, I promise. It's gonna be great. Boy, I bit my tongue, didn't say anything. I didn't want to do I told you so's. I did nothing. I just bit my tongue. What are you doing? Get away from me. You're filming, weirdo. Well, since college, and then I'm gonna run. Like, stay away from me, bugs. 15-minute warm up, 30 minutes LT1, and then a 5-minute easy jog, and then back to LT1. So,
Are those the super shoes?
no, these are the Cloud Monsters from On. I'm trying to give them an honest, fair chance, like in
Yeah, the ones we ran with last week, right?
yeah, in running with them. Last week was the first run I did with them, so I've been putting them through the grinder. I said, well, today I'm doing the trail, so might as well see how they do on the trail. So far, so good. Surprisingly, because once I get this thing in my head where I don't like something, regardless of the reason, I don't like it.
I just got the hand-me-downs.
They work though, because they only had like maybe 11 miles on them. Let's go.
Drop of that.
Is your watch ready?
Yes. It's been ready since we...
This is the best road because it's a straight line. Alright, let's go.
Need some caffeine.
Write that down, write that down. Alright, let's mark it. Let's mark it. You're filming people pissed. Pause. She was acting. So it was easy for her to kind of like... I'll keep that moving. Gotta try and get eaten up. It's crazy how Hector films. People take a piss like it's a normal thing to do. Alright, follow me. Get off of me, pussy. My blood's not, you're not worthy of my blood. 35 more seconds and we'll start. Let's go.
38.
Dang, you know. Put your lips on it, weirdo.
How's the run?
Run is fantastic.
Make the race fun so we can get Hector a new laptop. So we can edit stuff. Some bug spray. Or, you know what I should do is get 2 iPad Pros. Because I need 2 of them for the business anyway. And just let Hector borrow one. And he can do all his editing on that. Right. I passed you and I was like, no way. There was a race we did like, what, 2-3 years ago? And it's a local race and it's called Right on Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good race because the race is in honor of Ryan, who is used to be a local professional triathlete who passed away. So it's in his honor. But it's a duathlon and a sprint. And they send out the duathletes a couple minutes before like the sprint triathlon. So they do a mile run and it's a 20K bike and a 5K run. So they send them off and then after that they send the swimmers off for the triathlon. That year we had a bunch of swimmers with us on the swim team and like I pushed pace with them, but once we got into transition it was like, all right, see you later. I'm not even kidding you. A mile and a half into it, the first turn, I see this on the ground staring at his bike like, what happened? And the police is staring at him like, already we have to call the ambulance.
And I just for like 10 seconds.
And I just fly
20
by.
seconds.
I just fly by. And at first I was like, oh no. But then it was Travis. So I was like, oh, you probably deserved it. And he never recovered from that day. Bike, everything. And he lost.
I lost.
To the one guy that was racing him.
I still ran the sub 20 club pocket though.
Yeah, after an easy bike. All right, let's go. Wait a minute. But I'm also looking at the next 2 years, year and a half, like with the new coach, with the new atmosphere, with the new baby that gets here in a month. Like, maybe I can dial it in even more and cut all the excess, distractions. Maybe with my new video editor / media liaison, we can start marketing well to like be able to promote a better message and be marketable to land within the marketing budget of sponsors, but also present a better image. Because as everyone says, this sport is very inclusive. Absolutely not. If you're an immigrant, black, even Asian in this country, you don't have that much access to this sport. And because of that, that's why you don't see a heavy representation. And the heavy representation comes from people that are already well established later in life. Businesses, families. And they do this to stay healthy, to do a new challenge, to give them a little meaning in something else. But by that time, it's great and all. And that's what funds the sport to some extent.
That's the time.
But dude, how about the king? You know what I mean? Especially where we live. So that's, like I said, hopefully we figure this thing out. But my main focus is coaching the kids and then being like, becoming a better athlete. So I have more credibility in my name. That's it. I've just never been able to tie everything together. And I feel like even though last year I was sick all year long from March, because at Tosh, Miami, my bike was broken. But I had 101 fever. So fine. Texas, I was 100 degrees that morning of race day. Worst race of my life. Walked an entire marathon. 11-hour Ironman. Then, White Lake, it's like, okay, you're still sick, but you put it together a little better. Then Augusta felt great till mile 7 in the run, which is 5 more miles better than the previous year. And I had the best bike split I've had ever there, and the most fun I've ever had there. So anyways, so that kind of put the cherry on it. Well, that put the cherry on it for one, ranking, like PTO rankings. We got a brand new system, which you can't really argue. It's you do well, you get more points. There's better people there, you get more points. The bigger the risk of the race, you get more points. Makes sense. Well, I couldn't do my last 2 races, so they only counted 2 races from last year, and not Texas, which I'm glad they didn't. But it's like it shows as a DNF on that. So my ranking's really bad. So when I go to like ask, hey Flash, let me be your wild card, they look at me like, yeah, no, not this time around. Fine, fair enough. That's okay. Which is totally understandable. Like I can't really whine about not being invited or included in a race when you think about it in their perspective, where it's like, if it's invitation only and they're trying to invite heavy hitters and then a couple local guys that have good influence in the area to bring more people in there. That's how you grow the sport, or at least get more recognition. So you can't be bitter about that. You really can't argue that logic. So it's up to like me or us, the people in the lower end of the professional spectrum, to step it up somehow. Hopefully I don't get hit by a truck this year. I mean, it's not like I'm nowhere near like physically where I want to be, because I'm still hurting. Like every morning it hurts to get up because of my back. But whatever, that'll eventually go away. Just trying to get the ranking up or better, or at least perform better, because I never tied it together well, and I know I'm capable of doing a little better than what I've been doing. So we'll see. It's so annoying. in there.
Jesus.
Rock hard rocks.
Get the camera at my face. Having a moment. This stupid camera at my face. It's not bad. It's like 19K in an hour and a half.
More than two. Hector already knows. For sure.
Always hatch those eggs. We did, to finish off the running week, a 1 hour and a half run with 2 by 30 minutes, which was supposed to be LT1, but I forgot my lactate meter. So we ran it by feel and tried to keep it as conservative as possible because this run puts me at almost 100K this week, around 98 kilometers. So 61 miles, 61 and a quarter, something like that. And Daddy's feeling it. So that with 32,000 on the swim, and then we have a 2-hour bike later. Intensity control is very much key to avoid injury, but also to keep having fun and doing what, you know, and what we're doing. Because if I dug myself a hole, I don't think I'll be able to come out of it this whole week, and then that would not be nice. But that puts me at almost 5 consecutive weeks of 60-mile weeks and 30K swims. My bike hasn't been nowhere near how it usually is, but I have a new coach since November, since I got hit. It's putting complete faith in that and not questioning it, and trying to maximize the benefits but also minimize any potential fatigue or injury that you can occur along the way, because it's a long season. And the first race is in Oceanside, April 1st. So just banking in the miles before we start actually putting in the speed behind everything. That's pretty much it. What about Avalanche? Shiny.
Ava Flame.
What about a Teddy Ursa? I caught a couple because I like them. What about a shiny Dragonite? Do you have one of those? Or Dratinis? What about
No, I have a
Braviary?
life.
Look at this.
I have a life.
Look at this. Tangrowth. Look how dope that green looks. Look at that. Look at that. We'll leave once we're done admiring these shinies. All right? We'll leave in a second.